It's football time in Tennessee. Those words have long been associated with running through the tee, the glory of the checkerboard end zone, and the Big Orange ready to do battle. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another team from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. offense set on first down. The give to the fullback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose it.
Hold on right quick, bro.
The defensive front had that one smelled out from the beginning, and the fullback went fully backward.
Nowhere to go. That's a quick-hitting play, too. You get the ball to the fullback, you're trying to get him downhill to hit somebody fast. Nowhere to go.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Give to the fullback. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game.
Afterburners coming. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown Vols! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dang, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Jefferson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Miller with the ball. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. Crimson Tide dominated the last time they saw the ball blowing out Tennessee.
Man, Reese, it was roll tide roll as soon as they got off the bus. David, they were bigger, they were stronger and faster and showed up on the scoreboard.
Oh, and Tennessee hasn't forgotten about it. You've had a year to stew on it and do something about it because you had a lot of mistakes a year ago.
Finds his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends, it's so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the...
Makes the grab on the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Mack. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Now on 2nd down. The give. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing in this one.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll take a shot. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! They'll try to tack one more on their score. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Caught in the backfield, it's White. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well, David.
Yeah, in 1901, going back that far, this rivalry, the fans absolutely don't like each other. They don't like anything about each other. Every time the other team's playing, they're cheering against them. This game has always meant a lot.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's White. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Run it with the fullback. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Tennessee. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. USC went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Trojans in a statement win if there ever was one. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The give is to Miller. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. It's a reverse. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, as an offense, oftentimes you try the reverse play because you're trying to take advantage of a defense over pursuing and by a lot of defensive team speed. Didn't work right there. Great discipline by this defense.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Handoff to the fullback. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Let him bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. He's got it down the middle. The Volunteers will keep this drive going.
And the defense brought the blitz on third down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
He's going for it all. Grabs it inside the 10. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's first and goal at the 9.
And the defense decides to bring the blitz, and no problem for the offense. No panic whatsoever. They understood it. They saw what was coming, still were able to function and not even worry about it or get sped up by the blitz.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it. The only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped them for a big loss.
Looking for the score. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And they desperately want... return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Miller with the ball. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Tennessee 21, Alabama 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to pass, it's Mack. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility, and put it all on display on that side.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, Dave.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the fullback breaks off a nice gainer there. No such thing as just 3 yards in a cloud of dust with this guy. He can make people miss and get you a play.
Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. Caught in the backfield, it's White. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. Sticks it in his belly. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. How about keeping it on the ground on 3rd and long? He gets 9 on the play, and that brings up a 4th and 3. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. These DBs going to give a little cushion. To the air, it's Mack. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Off he goes. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown time. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Oregon State has the lead right now, but this Reser Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over Arizona State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll go to the fullback. Fights off a defender. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Give it to the guy with no neck, 2 chin straps, oversized shoulder pads, the big burly fullbacks. Those guys are awesome. They're kind of a dying breed in college football, but you love seeing them get the pigskin, fall forward, and hit anybody in their way.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Let's be honest, Reese. Like, the only time the fullback gets the football is usually in short yardage situations, and the defense was locked in. You got to try to get penetration with that defensive line. They did a good job of it. Nowhere to go with the football for the big fella.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Give to the fullback.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Finds the tight end. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
The give to the fullback. Runs through a tackle. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
Well, how about that? They turn around and hand it off to the big fella, and he's able to get the 1st down. Nice play.
And the balls are on the move. Give to the big fullback. They knock him down right there.
No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The big fullback's got it. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
He's brought down at the 35. 3rd down coming up.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. That is no good. The lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. Here comes that Alabama offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this run. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Wide out in motion. To throw, it's Mack. Sends it downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Makes the catch. It's Prentice. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going downfield for the big play. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This has been a track meet running up and down the field so far, Jesse.
It's amazing for this offense, right? Score a touchdown, go try to get a rest on the sideline. It feels like you blink and you're right back on the field having to go score another one, David. It just feels like it's going to be that kind of game.
Well, so which defense can kind of change their identity a little bit, get more aggressive? You're giving up yards and touchdowns anyways. Who can get aggressive and maybe create a turnover?
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Volunteers will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the return, it's Jefferson. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been a spectacular offensive showcase so far, David.
This has been unbelievable. The fireworks has been amazing. This is modern offense now. Palmer, when you look at college football, there's a lot of scoring and defenses haven't had a lot of answers.
No, and this game's been a track meet, man. So if you're on offense right here, keep the pedal to the metal. Keep the tempo going. Stay aggressive.
He's got it and still on his feet. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Coming after it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. To the air, it's Mack. The throw. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. On the move from inside his 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
28, Tennessee, 24.
Just about set to kick it away.
Set to kick it away.
Coming out with it, it's Jefferson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19. And he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Pass on the way, it's picked off. Taking it the other way. Touchdown ball! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Jefferson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Back to throw, it's Mack. He's got his man. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
It's a really nice looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of it.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Looking to pass on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Intercepted. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
They'll run it from the gun. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, just run positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They'll go right back to the run. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
And that's a gut punch, especially if you're the offensive coordinator, because that was sort of a foreign look, the pre-snap motion, a timing play, trying to get the receiver the football quickly. You're expecting to outflank the defense, but give the defense a ton of credit. They made the bigger play, and now they've set you up in a fourth down.
And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama. On to attempt the try.
Number 17 with the return.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The kickoff team is out there after that punt return for a touchdown. They'll try to pin him deep. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
And your Tennessee Volunteers will take over 1st and 10.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
Ball down at the 13-yard line. Second down coming up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw on second down. Quickly complete. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page, though.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, they'll take to the air. He'll fire to his right. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Man, it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Vols send out the punt unit. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Here comes that Alabama offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can...
And here's the third interception of the night. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
He wants to pass it on second down. Flushed out of the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up third down.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
That is a big-time play right there. And this defense, they have their hands full tonight with this guy. Wherever he's lined up, he's been winning on these routes. He's been doing it with speed, and right there he shows you the acrobatics and the athleticism.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Fires to the tight end. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. touch pass on the jet sweep. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Volunteers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They keep attacking through the air. Moves away as he feels pressure. Buying some time. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kent State is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Josh Cribbs should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 10 to Eastern Michigan. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the pick.
He lets it fly. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown Tide. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set it down.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football in these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
They ran it on 1st down, now on 2nd. Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Lets it fly. Snagged in the middle, it's Lewis. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Off the play fake on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Second down.
Has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. Looking for a productive play on first down. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll just keep slinging it. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown Volunteers! They've got the lead here in the fourth. This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the fourth quarter. They march 78 yards down the field, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hamilton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive play.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's two options that they're going to do. They're going to run the football, be conservative, or they're going to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that sucker.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Wide open downfield. They were backed up and now more than out of trouble at the midfield stripe.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take.
He unleashes a long one, and he pulls it in at the 15. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
How great is it
Oh,
to have a running
it's
back
about
who can
that, Lyles. How
basically
about
run your
that? My
entire
dude ain't even
route?
jump,
You
bro.
don't see
Come
a lot
on,
of
bro.
guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Man, dude, I got like four plays, bro, that I clipped that none of my DBs jumped.
They'll throw it on first down. Setting up the screen. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Yeah, and I think you
Oh,
just
it's
see
not
how
jumping,
the
bro.
quarterback has so much
Man,
confidence
pissing me
in this
off,
guy
man.
catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball. It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. You can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Oh, it's a reverse. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Pulls it in inside his 20, and here he comes.
Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can
Slaw offensive line, man.
How efficient
So
they
can't
are
block
on
the
the
fly.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out.
Yeah, untouched.
Find my playmakers,
Just come in
make quick
untouched.
decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Slaw,
After
man.
getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava.
Come on. This freaking Nico, man.
The big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the
I
37.
do not want that nigga in the game.
This safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Prentice. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he'll be run out of bounds.
Ooh, the
And
angles
these
in this
guys
game
are
are so
piling
goddamn
up
horrible,
some serious yardage totals.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation. Burn this defense.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down, and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead.
Tennessee, 45.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
To kick this one away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
First and 10.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Bama! They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. This guy is putting up some numbers today, approaching that Joey Kent, Marcus Nash territory.
He's been unbelievable. There's just no way to stop him. The defense hasn't had answers. It's throw it to him short, he can make plays. It's throw it to him long.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job.
Looking deep. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
That QB might want to register as a 501c3. With the amount of donations he is making to the other team right now, interception number 4 now, putting his team in a bad position time and time again. We might want to start thinking about a change here.
Oh, he wants it all. And this is dropped.
Bill out.
Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Nah, my dude just dropped it.
The offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense.
And my quarterback just had to get wear and tear in the 4th quarter. I had to take him out. As soon as I put Nico on, this nigga throw a pick.
Quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and
deep shot for the end zone. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown ball. Here comes the 2-point try. He's looking to pass. He goes in for the 2, and we have a 10-point game.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here. Just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Control the clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw for it. Throws for the tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lewis.
Man, come on, bro.
Alabama! Hold it in and just kept
94 speed. Come on, bro.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive.
Because he got some height.
Got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25
It don't matter. My corner still got burnt.
Oregon State is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 18 over Arizona State. Just another week of college football.
My 2 best corners, they still hurt anyway. These backups in here.
Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything.
My dudes got hurt on the goddamn Sam. And I put them on the bench. They still got hurt.
Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. The deficit is large. Hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. He's going to run it. Crosses the 30. He's got a lead.
Ain't no way, bro. Defensive tackle, I hope he's mad now. Come on, bro.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that 6th sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
And this will be incomplete. A big
Yo, dropping balls, dude.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here with a big lead in the game.
I dropped 8 balls so far. 2 touchdowns.
To get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
This one's complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game.
I'm so glad I got some 5-star O-line coming in.
With his
Man.
arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
To the air on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late.
Oh my gosh, these wide receivers,
If you're
bro.
going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants a big play here late. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Finding open areas. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates.
Make sure you know in the first place, she said in the first place. And I think I don't even think Chris is really anyway. Okay, she said she is. She can't. It's possibly how to be. Yeah, yeah. Fuck, yeah, something like this. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, you got to say that they're going to get close. She developed. Because they look like they dead. I didn't see Cleveland. So the girl is talking about Cleveland. Here, I'm on Tuesday, but I don't know if you are out at work when it happens. I don't know pretty much she's paying for the one that's 100 down on the globe. And the only time she came was her Monday. I think her Monday was like right at 80. But yeah, my birthday is called the only reason her old school was 91. Yeah, and she still drives. She get around drive by herself and everything.
What y'all see? He not sleeping in here. He ain't sleeping in here.
No. I thought you'd be up
Brush our teeth. Brush our teeth.
over your parents, then you should be in line up.
No, go sleeping there.
Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, one of the great venues in all of college football and home to the Tennessee Volunteers. And this crowd knows that when the balls run through the tee, they are in for a show. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a team from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Volunteers will kick it away to start us off. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So Vanderbilt will have some work to do after that short return. These
really come over lunch. You got 2 feet. You got one in South Carolina. You got one in Atlanta. You trade the whole will keep you straight. You look good. Because the show can take care of you right now. What's going to happen? But yeah, you just stay up like some shoes. Yeah. And my phone 10 hours away from me. Yep. South Carolina. It's very clear. It's very clear, South Carolina. What about you? We can look for the school for the. It's all the big shit on the conference with the baby. Yeah, I need to call her. She was real sick. She a whole lot better than me. I be wanna go by the job, but I don't even be in the one thing.
Get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you've got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The play action fake. Getting some heat. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. The Commodores will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fair catch called for and made. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will take the field for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Vols in the hurry-up. He'll do it himself. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Touchdown, Tennessee! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Throws to the tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And the Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the offense on first down. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll pull it on the read. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying play action. Pressure coming. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
The Volunteers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Shoots it to the left. Fires it incomplete. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much. All throughout the year, all the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
The Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Vols decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Handoff to the lone back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Back to throw. It's Sticky. Fires to the big fella. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking to move it through the air. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense set for a first down play. Gives it to the back on the draw. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This is a 3rd and long. looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gun of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. They'll try the run. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Tackled after picking up the 1st down. The Vols have their offense in high gear. Using his legs, it's Sampson. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. Less than a yard to go to pick up the 1st down. To give to the big fullback. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down. 8th play of the drive coming up. Leaves it with the back. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just threw that one way too far. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? He makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, though.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, Football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
The Commodores will have a first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
They'll ride the hot hand.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
With the catch, it's Dillon. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Snap from the gun on third down. They're trying to get to it. And they can't make the play on third down. And the Commodores line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Fullback's got it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Volunteers will punt this one away. Secures it at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Going to the ground. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Right back to it. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Tackled, but he has a first down. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, it's complete. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30. And the Commodores will hustle to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unleashes one deep. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you.
Oh, he's so hard. He smashes his way through again. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
They've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Vols will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Using the quick game. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Dillon.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Got his man quickly. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. Finds his target down the middle.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Looking to throw, it's Dickey. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Commodores have pushed it inside the 20. Going up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Spence. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. No good. The missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game, still sitting at 10. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Oh, how did you make that move? He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right, and they get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Here's the handoff. knocked down for the tackle.
Listen, in these situations, it's so hard to push the ball down the field because the defense is playing pass. We bring in more DBs. We're dropping deeper in our coverage, and we're making you throw the ball underneath or run the football. Nice job by the running back. Listen, he got good yards. He didn't get the first down, but now he's in a situation where third down becomes something where it's not predictable. Now it's a situation where they can go out and have success.
And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
They'll give it to the back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. And the Commodores come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Dickey. He looks that one in nicely. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Quickly complete.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Give to the running back. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Dillon. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Never a doubt.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on it just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Staley. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. On the option. Quick toss. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
Well, Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing in the second level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Sampson. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The give to the fullback. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the fullback. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Had nowhere to go with that one, had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stop form and get you the football back.
Yeah, I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
2nd and short now after that completion. Give to the single back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The give to the tailback. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. To the air, it's Dickey. Finds his man down the middle. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. And the Commodores are on the move. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quick completion on the out route. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll leave it with him. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Wants to throw on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. On 3rd down, going up top. He lobs one high down the left side. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deep as the deepest, wide as the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Commodores look to do some damage in the red zone. Now the play fake. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown Doors. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. Just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Always good to get points on a drive. Chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this one.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, they've still got the lead, but they are losing the momentum, and the defense is starting to make plays after getting that last sack. They can feel it right now. You can see them playing with a whole lot of more energy. There's a lot of pressure on this offense now to respond.
The Vols send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. A first down for the offense. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You can tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put it. I know that.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Sticky. Fires into traffic, picked off. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The snap sets up the throw. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. After the misfire, now on second down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. A strong... Junior. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. The Volunteers will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll run play action. Trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Back to pass, it's Dickey. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Staley. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Quick strike complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it, open.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
Big first down sack for the defense, brings up second down. Running to the left. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They'll throw it on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass. It's Dickey. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Gotta have it here on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The give to the back. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that one's way too far for everybody. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They're bringing heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Back to throw. It's Dickey. He's got the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got the back over the middle.
And you're seeing why this guy is on the field during 2-minute situations. He can catch the football and make things happen. Nobody open downfield. Just dump it down to him and let the guy go to work, pick up a huge play, and help this offense get in position to win the game.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.